Captain America Civil War is the culmination of almost a decade of Marvel Studios' expertly crafted and meticulously interwoven forays that exist in their cinematic universe. We saw these heroes' origins, we were privy to their formation as the Avengers, and subsequently we experienced their ultimate highs and crushing lows. The one uniting element that galvanized both Avengers flicks and even the heroes' standalone adventures was an unwavering sense of camaraderie, friendship, and just doing what was right. A bond that united them against anything the universe could throw at them, which is, in essence, what makes them super. Captain America Civil War takes this inalienable truth, and for the first time in the MCU asks, is their existence more problematic than beneficial? To this end, Civil War is less a celebration of metahuman heroism, and more a stark reminder and personal exploration of the consequences of unchecked power, which ultimately ends up making this one of Marvel's most humanistic movies to date. The crux of the plot, avoiding all spoilers, revolves around Captain America and Iron Man's clashing ideologies after the Avengers are involved in an international incident that results in the death of civilians. Iron Man, still harboring guilt from the events of the previous Avengers movies, believes the team should have limited autonomy, essentially becoming a task force of the world government. Cap, coming hot off the heels of single-handedly taking down an insidious shadow organization inside the world government, isn't too keen on becoming what could be another puppet for an authoritarian regime. Differing opinions suddenly turn real when Cap's wartime BFF, the Winter Soldier, is accused of bombing the UN, causing Cap to go rogue and prove Bucky's innocence, and Iron Man and crew being dispatched to bring him in. What happens from here on out sees franchise-long friendships and allegiances stretching to the breaking point, with each side of the conflict driven by what they honestly perceive is the right thing. It's here that we again see a familiar trend that runs through each of the MCU films raise its subtle head. At its core, Civil War isn't really a superhero film, in so much as a political thriller with a superhero veneer, filled with espionage, political maneuvering, backstabbing, and most prominently, rigid drama. A testament to this is the director's amazing skill at making the drama permeate every scene of the film, offering the same intensity and emotional gravitas regardless of whether it's a dialogue-centric scene or a trailer-worthy action explosion. However, even with the film's much darker tone and obvious post-9/11 influences, the film manages to remain intrinsically Marvel. The moral dilemma and ethical drama is never allowed to reach an overbearing level of morosity, with perfect time moments of comedy offering as much needed emotional catharsis as you want. It would be amiss of me here not to mention Tom Holland's performance as Spider-Man. It is honestly the best representation of the wall-crawler in cinematic history. Holland perfectly portrays an awkward yet endearingly over-eager representation of the teen icon that made me genuinely excited every time he appeared on screen. Moreover, this Marvelness somehow allows the film to explore these much more mature themes while still remaining fun to watch, unlike another certain recent superhero film. As much as I love this film, there are a couple of elements that just fell short of perfect. The first revolves around the pacing and location jumping of the first act. It felt a little skittish and the constant cuts felt jarring. Once the film managed to get all the pieces in place for its inciting incident though, Civil War felt like it found its narrative flow, which it kept till the credits rolled. The second is less to do with the film and more to do with the medium the film industry is relentlessly pushing. Don't see Civil War in 3D. It wasn't shot in 3D, and it shows, with earlier action sequences with tight frame cinematography becoming confusing and hard to focus on. It also felt like it lacked the color vibrancy, which is one of the things we've come to expect from the MCU films. Regardless of these minor issues, Captain America Civil War is a monumental accomplishment for Marvel and superhero movies in general, if nothing else but proving it is possible to have a large ensemble cast and not devolve into an unfocused mess. It's also a testament to Marvel's planning and patience in putting together their cinematic universe, with the emotional core of the film working so well because we as an audience are already invested in Cap and Stark's relationship. As a third installment to the Captain America line of films, which have always been the strongest in my opinion, it is truly worthy of the Star-Spangled Man's lineage.
I just want to make sure we consider all our options.
You know what's about to happen.
You chose the wrong side. Sorry, Tommy, but he's my friend. So was I.